Uncensored boxing talk for uncensored MMA talk. Tune in to the FightBig.com podcast show.
Alright dudes, so this Saturday, December 3rd, it's all going down right here, Madison Square Garden, the mecca of boxing. Miguel Cotto vs Antonio Margarito. It's going to be freaking awesome. Antonio Margarito had the raps before he fought Mosley, but do we know he had the raps with Cotto? We don't know. I'm assuming he did. By the way, why is Antonio Margarito still fighting? It's unbelievable. Bob Arum pulled so many strings for him. Cotto vs Margarito, it's a toss-up because the variables in the fight. Usually I know who's going to win a big fight like this. I don't know this time. I got to be honest. Margarito has the problem with the right eye, all sorts of problems. They both lost to Pacquiao. Margarito was knocked out by Mosley. Cotto was stopped by Pacquiao. I believe I predicted that fight on point as well. So I'm going to have to say, for this fight, I'm going to give the edge to Margarito. Even though Cotto's in his backyard, they're both shop-worn. They're both not the same as they were when they fought back in 2008. Cotto took a horrendous beat and it was ridiculous. I still don't know why Margarito's fighting. It's bullcrap. Back in the day, Panama Lewis was banned from boxing and so was his fighter for cheating. So fast forward 2011, Margarito's going into a big fight like this. Bob Arum's got major pull in the boxing game. That's why it's going down. So looking at this fight, Cotto's the better fighter. All the way. He outboxed Margarito early in their last fight in 2011. I'll tell you what, dudes, Margarito stays in there. He's got tremendous energy. He goes the length of the fight, and that's where it's going to be problems for Cotto. Can Cotto last? I actually could see this fight going Cotto's way in the beginning of the fight. Now, like I said about the variables, Cotto might hit that right eye, and it might explode. It might get stopped. Who knows? Things can happen. They know they're aware of the eye problem. So with that eye, if it starts to get messed up really bad, he can get stopped even if Margarito's going to look like he's going to pull it off late. I don't know. It's boxing. That's why this fight's so damn exciting. I really don't know what's going to happen. The last time I said that about a fight was Angulo versus Kirkland, and look what happened. Angulo could have won that fight. In my opinion, he gassed himself out, and Kirkland won the bout. But I'm going to have to say Margarito pulls this out late. I think Cotto's going to get gassed. I think he's going to do a phenomenal job boxing, but he's going to be on a bicycle for too long. And now he's an older Miguel Cotto. It's not 2008. And like I said, it's kind of unfair when you're predicting this fight because you don't know if Margarito didn't have those wraps on. And I'll tell you what, if he didn't, if we give him the benefit of the doubt, say he didn't, I would say, yeah, Margarito got this, even though he's more shop-worn in 2011. So I'm going to go for Margarito, possibly late stoppage or a decision. I think Cotto's in his backyard. He's got a lot of advantages. It's going to be a hell of a fight, guys. I'm looking forward to it. Right now, we're going to hit the streets up and get people's thoughts on boxing. And before I leave, let's pay respects to Joe Frazier for a minute. Think about Joe Frazier's awesome career. You can't mention Joe Frazier without mentioning Ali. Joe Frazier and Ali fought. They were both undefeated, and they both fought here in the 1970s. It was a hell of a fight, and Joe Frazier won that first fight. So let's all pay respects to Joe Frazier, and let's think about how great he was for boxing. R.I.P. Joe. Margarito and Cotto are fighting this weekend, man. What do you think about that?
Nah, ain't nobody better than Pacquiao. Fuck everybody else, man. It's Pacquiao, baby.
But who's winning versus Cotto versus Margarito?
Fuck everybody else, because they got Pacquiao done took Cotto out already.
Right. And
Pacquiao,
Margarito.
Man.
All right. So
I ain't fucking with them.
What about the UFC?
Pacquiao.
So, dude, this week we got Miguel Cotto versus Margarito. Who do you think's gonna win and why?
I like Margarito. Margarito, I feel, is a better fighter. I've seen a few fights of Margarito. I think Margarito, and I've seen a few Cotto fights. I think Margarito is a better fighter.
Miguel Cotto versus Margarito. If you know anything about it.
Margarito, Cotto. I know they're Spanish, but besides that, I really don't know much about them. But I'm waiting for Manny and Mayweather fight.
Right.
Good luck, Cotto.
Cotto versus Margarito. You know who Miguel Cotto is, right? You don't know? Oh my God.
I don't know.
You Oscar De La Hoya?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, she knows who De La Hoya is. Go figure. Do you like boxing or MMA?
I am sorry, sir.
Yeah, right. Hey, check it out. Who wins, Margarito versus Cotto this weekend at Madison Square Garden?
Oh man, Cotto, baby.
Talk about it. Cotto?
Miguel Cotto. He's coming back. He's gonna whoop Margarito's ass. Pacquiao took everything out of Margarito. Cotto all the way. He was wearing wraps in the first fight. If you watch that fight, the first 8 rounds, Cotto was dominating him, and then all of a sudden, Margarito's punches started really hurting Miguel. I think he had his wraps in.
That's right.
For sure.
I got one more question for you, dude.
Yeah.
The UFC, as everybody knows, is not allowed at Madison Square Garden. Nowhere in New York.
Right.
What do you think about that? Would you go see UFC at the Garden?
You know, I actually would. I mean, personally, I like boxing more, but you know, MMA's fun. I saw Fedor fight live once. It was a good time. And this is New York. I feel like anything goes here. They should allow it.
Cotto.
Cotto's gonna win.
Same as him. Cotto's gonna win.
Fightbig.com, you already know. New York City, NYC, BX in the building.
Cotto's gonna take him, okay?
Why do you think Cotto's gonna take him? Because he lost the first fight. It's a rematch.
Rematch. When you have rematches,
Yeah.
sometimes the first fight, man, you know, got to figure him out well.
Right.
Then he knows the mistake he made the last fight. All right. He'll have to make the same mistake the second one.
Hey, I'm here with who? Howdy. Toy Story. Who wins this weekend, Margarito or Cotto? Who?
Woody.
Margarito or Cotto? He doesn't know. Now, Floyd Mayweather, in my opinion, can make a quick buck, another giant payday off a guy like Saul Alvarez, even Chavez Jr. So why would he fight Pacquiao? Why would he take a risk like this? I'm not going to give you my prediction on what I think Floyd Mayweather would do to Pacquiao and vice versa, because they might not be fighting until Floyd's almost 40. Floyd is mid-30s now, Pacquiao's 32, the whole thing's a farce, and I'm going to stick to my guns. I think it's all talk, it's all hype, and I don't believe they're going to fight. I'm reading all these stories, and I still say Floyd Mayweather and Pacquiao won't fight in 2012. Now, I hope I'm wrong. I've been calling this fight out since 2009. Now, get in the ring, man up. Boxing is becoming the WWE, guys. You got guys like Floyd fighting cheap fighters, like setup fights. We're paying for pay-per-views with fights where I know who's going to win all the time with 100% accuracy because they're fighting beat fighters. You got a guy like Pac and Floyd. They're there. They're at the top of their game. They should be fighting. Why? Why aren't they in the ring together? You tell me. People are making a lot of money off of hype. For the average person here, they watch the hype up. If they do Floyd fights another Ortiz level fighter, the clips, the hype will make you think that this guy will have a chance. Like, I knew Ortiz had no chance against Floyd. Anyone that knows boxing knows what's going on. And I'm just calling it like it is. Pac and Floyd get in the ring soon, because I don't want to see a seniors tour. I don't want to see Roy Jones Jr. versus Calzaghe. You know what I mean by that. I don't want to see Floyd at 39 getting in the ring because he needs money and fighting a Pacquiao who's like 3 or 4 years younger. It's ridiculous. Get it on now in 2012. So I just found out Ron Lyle passed away, former heavyweight contender who had an epic war with George Foreman. Check it out. If you guys haven't seen it, I show people that fight all the time. He gave us one of the greatest heavyweight fights in the era of heavyweights of the 1970s. You want to check that out. Ron Lyle versus Foreman, back and forth action, toe to toe. Unfortunately, today we don't have heavyweight fights like that. It was an epic battle. It's on YouTube, so check that out. R.I.P. Ron Lyle. So as you've seen this past weekend, Marquez wasn't blown out by Pacquiao. Most boxing experts said Pacquiao would go in there and KO Marquez. Now, Floyd Mayweather didn't do that. What makes people insult Marquez's amazing boxing skills, even though he's an older guy now, and think, wow, he's gonna get blown out by Pacquiao? Things don't happen like that with boxers like Marquez. So that's why I went with a safe boxing prediction that Pacquiao would take a decision on Marquez. And I'm not a paid boxing expert sitting ringside, but I like to tell you how it is and what I think. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. You pretty much got the whole thing. Everyone thinks Cotto's gonna win this fight on the streets of New York. Whew, so dudes, I ran all over today, and I always support other boxing and MMA videos. I always favor them. I always give them a thumbs up because it makes our community more strong on YouTube, really. A lot of people think we're underground. The fight community needs to be up. So even if I don't like what the person's saying, I always support other members' videos that are into boxing and MMA. And everybody, thanks for watching. I was surprised at the first Fight Big. It was the first show like that, of that format. Tried something different, and I see the results. And I just wanted to tell you guys, I always stumble on MMA videos and fight videos online, and I always thumbs up. Even if I don't like the guy or what they're saying, I favor it and I thumb it up, because it's important on YouTube and on the net to get the fight community out there. A lot of people are sleeping on fights like boxing and MMA, so when you favor a video, it goes up fast. It gets on the sports stations and sports channels and stuff like that, so everybody stay together. But I'll be back, and just keep watching and enjoy the fights. Peace, everybody.